Yes, YouTube. Join me in my kitchen and we are doing meal one of the day. 260 pounds, 260.8 pounds today to be exact. I did get 262 yesterday, but it was influenced from Saturday's high day. That 1200 gram of carb going in plus the cheat did its job. So we're 260, I'm 0.8 up since from last week, so that's very nice. And today is a full day of eating because I eat a shit ton of food, and I'm going to show you what my diet's looking like. I manipulate things a little bit just so I can get my 850 gram of carbs down, near enough around there. I think my protein on the top of my head is roughly near enough, about 50 grams of protein per meal. So it's about 300 grams of protein. So protein's not crazy high considering some individuals will be like near to the 400 gram mark, but I'm not, and I actually quite like where I've been at that 400 gram mark before. If you look at some of my older videos, and I feel a lot better having my protein slightly lower, but still in a good spot. First meal of the day is 150 grams of oats, 1 big banana, 10 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, some spinach, no onions. Don't know, don't really feel like the onions. A bit of spinach going in, leafy greens, good for folate, which is great for liver health. If you didn't know, Evans Sanchipani, and plus John Meadows. If you watch any of their content, they will talk about that. And we got 1 bagel maple bagel with cinnamon on top because cinnamon's key. I'm not using this sweet ground cinnamon for any of like the help lowering blood sugars or anything like that. I'm literally just using it because it tastes wicked. And someone asked me on Instagram, how do you make your oats taste nice? Obviously I have banana in there, which makes things sweet and nice. Hence why you won't see me putting the sweetener in there anymore. Even though I was having it with there, I'm just not really using the sweetener at the minute. I've got the maple syrup. Is it maple? No, golden syrup as well. The 0 cal golden syrup, I'll put a bit on there. So that's how I make it taste nice with the cinnamon. So if I was just having oats, no banana, I would just put cinnamon in there, maybe a little bit of sweetener. It just makes it taste good. I mean, I like oats. If you don't like the taste of oats at all, just don't eat them. Use something else. Plenty of options out there. Anyway, meal one going down. Let's rock and roll. Plenty of ketchup going on this one as well, because as you can see, ketchup is must. It is 9:15. I've done a first bout of check-ins. It's Christmas holidays, and in the Christmas holidays, if you didn't know, everyone checks in just after the check-in cut-off time by the looks of it. As I did look on my phone, I finished all check-ins, and I was like, right, I'll go make my breakfast. Still waiting on like a bunch of people to check in, and it's like, now, those bunch of people have checked in. I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm gonna eat my meal, do my walk, and then round 2 check-ins. They've all checked in late, so there's no point giving people a bollocking for a few minutes late. It's especially that they're all off work. That's why. You know, it's what happens. It's very funny. It's very easy for people to get out of routine. And I think something you don't want to do is get out of routine. Like when you first start bodybuilding, you think, well, if I didn't have a day job, it should be the easiest thing ever. But actually, a lot of people's day jobs is like the glue that sticks their routine together, that forces them to keep a routine. And because they only have sort of 2 to 3 days off a week, those days that they have off, they have stuff to do on those days, yet they can't, it's not long enough time for them to get out of routine. You notice with human beings, when they have 2 weeks off, their routine changes. They get up slightly later, you go to bed slightly later. You know, sometimes you find that's where individuals start struggling to get meals in, fit things in, sessions become short, and it's like, you've got less time. Like, what? How are you running out of time? It's because you're spending more time lazing around. Yeah, see? Crazy shit. Right, I'm going to eat. Chest day today as well. I've got a bit of triceps. The arms are coming up though, look at that. Oh, yes. Join me for my pre-workout meal. Gentlemen, latties, I think like a lot's happened since I had my meal one. Done all the check-ins, All check-ins are completed. I mean, I'm a little bit dark here, isn't it? Because I've got the window behind me. You know what? You pick up a few things, don't you? Whilst you've been doing it for a little while. But more importantly, you want to know what the food's going on. So you're like, Josh, what's all this shit that you're eating? You've got a mixing bowl. You've got rice cakes with jam with some cinnamon on. So I've got 125 grams of cream of rice. And instead of doing 145 grams, I pulled it down a little bit and pushed in a bit more carbs from the... added another rice cake, added some bit more jam. So I've got 50 grams of jam, 5 rice cakes, 20 grams of nut butter, and 100 grams of berries. And the reason being is just because the volume of this gets... I don't know what it is about that 20 grams. It just seems to be a little bit like, whoa, bloody hell, all right? In terms of just in my gut. So I've been adding in a rice cake and doing an extra 20 grams of jam. I'm not going to lie, I kind of really like rice cakes and jam still. I don't ever since we had them during the carb up. Like, it hasn't gone away, the novelty of it. It's just, I mean, look, we're deep into the off season. What are we? When was the last show? Like 13 weeks ago, 14 weeks ago. Like, we're well and truly in the off season now. It's up and away. Like, we're like, you know, thinking about dieting next time, not worrying about last time. We only look forwards, right? So, combination is very good as well. Corbelio. As I was saying before I talk about that, about being well and truly in the off season, I still got that novelty. Don't know why, but I really like them. Jam rice cakes, bit of cinnamon on top. Unbelievable. I'm not using the cinnamon for anything but flavour. So, I'm taking metformin. That's going to work a lot better than sweet ground cinnamon, even though cinnamon does show to help lower blood sugar. Anyway, chocolate, what was it? Chocolate orange with triple chocolate. I'll put it away. Triple chocolate cream of rice. So a mixture of dark milk and white chocolate. It tastes chocolatey. There isn't any hints of dark chocolate or white chocolate in there. It just tastes like chocolate. That's what I'm going to say. Okay. The chocolate orange weighs on top of it, so I'm getting all kinds of notes of chocolate orange. Very nice with the blueberries. Unbelievable. Blueberries are awesome as well. Darker the berry, the more antioxidants it's got. Lovely. There's always a method behind my madness. Oh, lovely. Very nice. Very nice. Almond butter as well. So that's pre-workout meal, and it's off the train chest after this. Got a client jumping in with a session with me today, so he's going to die because he's got a chest day with me. So I'm going to put him through the ringer a little bit. So I'll see how I feel, see how the joints are feeling, see how the delts are feeling. If I feel slightly tight anywhere, I probably will push a few intensifiers rather than pushing the lower rep ranges. Just go on how I feel. I mean, as long as I have a overall sort of load progression that we're sort of seeing, I'm happy. I'm not so much married to that lift. That particular lift has to go up that week and this week, especially when, like, sometimes, you know, joints get a little banged up or I slept a little bit funny or whatever it is, you know. That being said, it was my delts last week. The delt day was so pumped. I think I spoke about it last week. So pumped. Pumped the fuck. Right. Post-workout meal as well. I've already got the rice on the go. No, I haven't. Well done for reminding me, guys. I'm going to waft this in quickly then and be able to put the rice on. So my rice is all cooked, ready to go. So when I get back, it's literally just a case of rehydrate, bosh, food going in. Or rehydrate whilst getting the food in. Finish the fluid off after, just so I'm not have a belly full of water and I find it hard to eat. I haven't ran into any issues like that yet. I'm being a little bit more... Like as soon as I notice some things of the volume being a little bit too high, I'm making sensible decisions like the rice cakes and jam, for instance, with this meal. I don't want to be forcing food until the very end, especially with the body composition that I'm in. You know, if I was fat, then it was obviously just need to get fucking lean again. But that's, you know, it's definitely not the case. So I'm preventing things happening by being sensible or proactive. That's what my mum would say. Proactive, Joshua. You'd be like, fucking hell, why do you call me that? Right. Oh, lovely. As you can see, I've still got a bit of squash to get down from this morning's hydration. So once that's done, we'll be at 4.4 litres done. And I have one of these, which I'll end up putting the pre-workout in anyway. It's post-workout meal time. I did have some, what do we call it? Some EAAs. I haven't got my hat on as well, so sorry if you can hear any clunking around. So I do apologise about that, and also if you can hear my nostrils blowing down, I do apologise as well. So you might catch myself breathing in while I'm talking, because when you do lots and lots of talking, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and you talk at 1,000 miles an hour, you forget to breathe in between sentences, which makes you want to do this. Give it a go. See how fast you can speak without breathing, and see how many words you can get out, because that's how I speak. I've noticed that while I was filming YouTube videos. I'm like, fucking hell, Josh, just chill out a little bit. Something I do need to work on probably is chilling out a little bit. Not feeling so tense, like randomly just feeling tense. Try and relax. The best bodybuilders are always the most relaxed ones. Like Samson's Mr. Olympia. I don't know if you guys have ever met Samson, but he comes across when you meet him like chill. Like the most chill dude ever. And it's like, bro, you're Mr. Olympia. He's like, yeah. You're like, that's nuts. Anyway, post-workout meal, we have 90 grams of raw weight rice. Don't know what that is cooked. Haven't weighed it out, but 90 grams raw weight rice. 200 grams of beef. As I said, my protein's slightly lower than it has been in my past. And we've got some carrots that I haven't weighed out. I cooked a bunch of carrots up and just took a handful, and didn't weigh out the spinach, just took a handful. A little bit less spinach because you've got a bit of carrots. The reason for some carrots, obviously, you're not be like, oh, there's a bit of carbs there, Josh. What's going on? Well, it is off season, so I'm going to incorporate a few more colours. So you may have seen on some of my other videos, even though my carbs are high, I'm still trying to incorporate veggies. And I said in my prep, if you were watching my prep videos, that I really want to try and keep veggies in, as they serve some great purposes, like carrots, rich in vitamin C and vitamin E, which vitamin E and C are both antioxidants. Vitamin E obviously helping with breaking down with free radicals, I believe. Bit of John Meadows for you, which is quite nice. On the fact that it's a bit of an antioxidant, it's going to help with like ATL levels, AST levels, etc. So if I can eat some foods that are going to bring me back some goodness, not going to say they're going to fix things. Not saying there's things to be fixed, but certainly if we can incorporate some foods and make them yummy and have a few things, that's why I've got there. So so there's quite a lot of healthy stuff going on here, but we've got to balance it out with some unhealthy stuff, because I know you're like, oh, Josh, like you used to do a little bit more rice before. Yeah, I know, I'm meant to be doing 145, but I fancy some treaty things. So I'm having 2 squares bars to make up for the carbs. Now, there is a little bit more fats going in now compared just to rice, but look, it's the off season. I'm not going to cry over fucking like 5.6 grams of fat, all right? I'm not going to sit here and cry about it, all right? It's off season, bro. It's okay. Like, if I'm getting too soft, then we've got a problem, but, you know, a little bit over on the fats. I'm not going to cry about it. I've got to balance out all this healthy goodness. You know, there's a lot of oranges and greens going on this plate, right? Like, we need some processed, gooey, treaty, lovely stuff. They're so yummy. You can't beat them. Like, a squares bar is unbelievable. Just the marshmallow one. It's just fucking delicious. They're just, look at them. Look at them, they're just delicious. You know, if it digests well, why not? Oh, amazing. the sweetness to it. It's so nice. See, there's the balance. A carrot. Lovely. So yeah, that's my post-workout meal. I'm going to put ketchup on this as well, because I like ketchup with my beef and rice. Very nice. Enough that is needed to help get the meal down and mix in with everything. So obviously, if it's me, and you know me, it's an absurd amount. I was just spat everywhere there. I've got to wipe down the table anyway. Well, that's actually a bit of carrot. The cat will eat that later. It's meal time. Time for another meal. You remember this top? The Ronnie Coleman top, eh? Yeah, looks rather tart on me now, doesn't it? However, when you're pushing the volume of food, it's not too bad. Wait till I've finished this meal. Wait till the next meal, where I've got more food sitting in my gut. My upper and my gut will be sitting here, where it's just sitting there waiting to digest. So, you need more room for dessert tops. So, this looks like a tiny amount of food in this bowl, but it's not actually. It's quite a decent amount. So we've got 125 grams of raw weight rice. We've got 200 grams of chicken, lovely, and we have a mixed veggie bag, so a little microwave bag veg. Just makes your life more convenient when you're trying to get your veggies in. I have got a bunch of other vegetables, but there's some carrots in here, there's some cauliflower, there's some broccoli, you know, your typical bodybuilding stuff. Someone said that. Someone was like, how come you don't eat typical bodybuilding foods? I was like, what's a typical bodybuilding food? That was my answer to their question. But then they actually went into the reason why we end up having to push some more calorically dense, some more carb dense foods. Obviously, when you're pushing the carbs, as you all know, if you ever push the carbs high, you can only get so much in from white rice. And Nando's sweet chili jam. This is sweet chili jam. Oh, it is sweet chili jam. I thought it was called something else. Anyway, this is spicy little sweet sauce. Very nice. I'm not weighing it like I was when dieting. I'm just not using it an excessive amount, as you can see. So yeah, but little things like this make it taste, make it easy to get down, make the taste nice. I'm gonna salt and pepper it, and I will put a bit more ketchup on there because I love ketchup. I'm also smashing in the fluids. This is an extra 700 mils on top of what I've done already today, so I'll let you know where my fluid is. Hence why you'll also, this is one of the things, when your food starts to get high, you still got to get your fluid intake in, and then obviously that will extend the stomach a little bit more. But it does settle quickly. You just got to suck it up a little bit. Pardon me. And get some tops that feel tight around here. So it makes you feel good, but have a little bit of room around here, just so we don't have that upper sort of tummy bloat distension. 7.2 litres from here, so about another good litre and a half to go before I call it a day on that. I would usually aim between 8 to 10 litres still, so still getting the old fluids, eh? Got to keep things consistent. Right, time to fucking eat. Let's go. Look, I'm about to eat. The cats are eating. They got chicken. Pretty good, eh, Smokey? Yummy. Hey, Socks, what do you think? Chicken deluxe. Very, very nice.
That's good dry food that they're meant to get in the evening.
Yeah, well, they already had dry food.
Not this morning.
No, I gave it to them this afternoon.
You can clean the bowls in the morning because I do it to make life easier.
Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be dry.
It's not dry.
Fuck off. I'm making my fish meal.
Sorry, let me just get the crust from your bed off your top.
That kind of there wasn't any crust.
Maybe you needed a bit more meat on here then it will hurt less.
Shut up, bitch.
Am I wrong?
Shut up, bitch.
Say it one more time.
If you can hear that in the background, that's Socks. Oh, and Chanel. He's going mental. I'm fucking shattered, I am, Chanel. I'm fucking shattered. Oh. Oh, well, I might actually better see me properly now. So there's all this mess on the side. Just got some stuff left out from Christmas, to be honest. Oh.
They want to hear
What?
from the cat.
What do they want to hear from him? Oh, I have got it plugged in. What do they want? Oh, an update. He wants to stretch. There you go. That's socks. If you hold socks up, he likes to do a stretch and go upside down. Hey, dear little boy.
Oh, and his little bald spot.
And his little bald spot. He's healed up nicely. 100% fitness now. Ready for it and wants to beat the shit out of the... what's that toy that he's got?
It's like a teaser.
Oh no, a little bouncy toy. He goes fucking mental. There you go. So, meal 5, one more meal. Do you know what? I'm absolutely knackered. I keep feeling like I'm going to fall asleep. I'm fucking shattered.
Okay.
Yeah, I was writing that diet and I felt like I was like, whoa, I've got new starter plans and been writing them. People already getting after it. It's actually New Year's Eve. So if you want to know what we get up to on New Year's Eve, this is what I'm doing. Just a normal day. I think with bodybuilding, it kind of makes you set timelines and goals because of your progression. You're trying to progress, right? And obviously that goes alongside for your team, your clients. You've got them that you want to achieve their goals. So you're kind of always working and always setting yourself, oh, fucking I forgot about that M&S voucher.
Yeah, my thought process was if I eat all the biscuits, we can get some more.
What, for like cheat meals?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a good thought process.
But I didn't mean eat them all in one go, I meant eat them as part of the cup.
Yeah, I know what you meant. But when you said it, it sounded like, yeah, all in one go. It sounded hilarious. I think this weekend for the cheat meal, we'll have the rest of the crisps that are there. We'll have the rest of the biscuits. Well, a few biscuits for dessert.
We eat the stuff that can go bad first.
I thought I'd fancy some club sandwiches as well. I really like that. Nice big fucking sourdough sandwich. Boom, boom, boom. Crisps. Nice. Can't beat a club sandwich.
Sourdough's in the one you cut or sourdough's in the one you
Probably,
already sliced?
I don't know, get some nice rolls. Or we could do crispy rolls. Rustic rolls. Good die.
We'll have a look.
Anyway, I was talking about how bodybuilding forces you to keep on top of your shit, basically, and keep on pushing you to keep that progression ladder. So this whole new year, new me, it's kind of like, no, already did that kind of bullshit. Same with Chanel. Chanel's competing next year. We are competing next year, so Chanel's jumping into a few shows, which will be fun. You're in the best position you started off, but started growing like crazy. But unfortunately, that's just the genes. You just get some fucking good genes. Genes aren't fair, guys. You don't know it until you live with someone, or when you coach people. To be fair, you coach people. Some individuals are just like, they look like shit, and then they just start responding so well. And the bubbly fullness that they get within their muscularity, it's like, well, you look this good and you're following this. Wait till you start following something proper, and then it's ridiculous. Yeah, see some magic, because I know you even said what my meal is first, and it's gone cold. What the fuck's that? A pill? Yeah. What's that for? Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit, that was a pill. Yeah. And it's turned into that?
Yeah.
What the fuck's that for?
It might be fancy.
Oh, my CPAP mask. Is there time to do that?
Guess what?
What?
Go and eat it.
Well, I need to eat first, otherwise I'll be behind. I'll get it after. Right, this is 200 grams of white fish. Just forgot. 200 grams of white fish. It is seasoned on one side because I am lazy. I'll just season it on one side. Plus it flakes up real nice like I have done. And 125 grams, which is raw weight rice. And I've got some spinach here as well. So just fancy some spinach with this. Nice leafy greens. And I'm going to smother it in ketchup. What?
The amount of times I told you to give them this stuff.
Look at that.
Stinks,
It's beautiful. Yeah, that does stink. I don't know what it is. But that doesn't. It smells delicious. boop. I like the little sound it makes when the camera turns on. It goes boop. Deep breath, Josh. What was I going to say again? The camera's a little bit out of the shot. Oh, guys, I just feel shattered. I feel brain dead when I'm like this. When I feel like this tired, I feel brain dead. That's probably about the right terminology for it. Like, just feel brain dead. Got rest day tomorrow though, so some great day for programming. So literally, like, finish the check-ins off with the team, and then moving into programming. So just get those new starters finished, and then that's my day sorted for tomorrow. So quite a nice day. So I'm going to keep moving the camera because it's actually quite nice for you to actually see me, wouldn't it? Rather than just talking. But you know, it's not just a full day of eating, more a bit of like my kind of life. But that's bodybuilding, right? My life is bodybuilding. If it's coaching, if it's my own bodybuilding, and I love it. So yes, really, really nice day tomorrow for that. New Year's Day as well, so it's chilled. A lot of people are distracted with what's going on, so it's really quite nice for me to be able to sit down in front of the telly, program, after doing morning check-ins with the Savages, and just eat, chill, go for me walks, be with the wife. Nice relaxing day. We'll probably watch some good films. We'll probably actually carry on watching that Squid Game, Chanel.
Sorry?
We'll probably end up tomorrow watching a lot of that Squid Game.
Oh, yeah.
So we end up watching Squid Game Season 2. So that's going to be fun. It's always nice. Oh, the camera's all just lit up all of a sudden. That's nice. Last meal of the day, so I don't want to hang about too much because I'm absolutely fucking shattered. I haven't put a lot of volume in these oats, as you can see. The reason being, I don't want them to be flaming up. When you load them up with more fluid and you get them to sort of like be volumised, I find they stay hotter for longer. So I've actually let these cool down quite a little bit. So we've got 125 grams of oats. We've got one large banana in there. It was a big boy. And I got 60 grams of whey, which is the Performance Isolate trained by JP. So as I said before, I am sponsored by Strom, but I am in collaboration with Full Bore, so hence why all my cycle bits are on Full Bore Sports. But another thing I've got to do tomorrow is film an update, because my cycle has been increased, and let people know on how I'm getting on with the Monday to Friday, running the GH from Monday to Friday in the week and having the weekends off it. Something that I've never done before, never had to do. But with the water retention issue that I was having, running it daily at a higher dosage, which I've been higher than. But anyway, I'll do a full update on there with that and how things are going on. So yeah, I've got cookies and cream, which I'm going to put on the cinnamon oats, which is very nice. So what you do is you just pour this on like this. You've got to be real careful with any sort of isolate. You've got to be so careful. Like if you ever use the Strom Veloce way, you've got to be even more careful because that needs less water. So you'll probably find if you ever go from concentrate to isolate, you'll probably find yourself when you're doing a whey paste. And I've definitely found myself doing this with different whey isolates. I don't use concentrate at all. I always use the isolate. Just from years of bodybuilding, I just can't get away with the concentrate. Plus, they are usually, usually a bit better on the lower carb and lower fat content. So if I'm using a whey protein, I kind of just want protein. I don't want a boatload of carbs and fats in there. Even when it is off season. A very strong flavour. So we got the hot bowl of lava. I'll probably do my health subs first. Get that in. New Year's Eve, innit? It's not gunshots. We moved out the hood. We moved out the ghetto. That's fireworks because it's New Year's Eve, so people have been letting them off. The cats don't seem to be that bothered. They're like, what's that noise? It's because they live with me. I'm always going, oh, fucking hell, oh, fucking look at this, oh, wicked, oh, look at this, more. They're like they used to me going, popping off. Anyway, it might not sound like I'm shattered, or look like I'm shattered, but I'm fucking shattered. I'm shattered. Literally, I'm nodding off on the sofa like this. Oh, fuck hell. You know, like that. You know when you do it and you're nodding off and your neck goes like that and it starts snapping back. That's not healthy for you. It's like last meal, bed, you sleep. Get on with it. You know, fresh day tomorrow. Get on with it. Crack on. Be fresh. Get up early, and attack the day. Simple as. Anyway, I'm at my age now, so I quite feel proud about getting to bed early. I feel good about it. It feels good, you know. I'd rather get to bed earlier and then wake up earlier and feel fresher in the morning and be more active, like bang on in the morning, getting after it. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell, I thought there was a cat outside then. I thought that there was a black cat outside, Chanel.
Is it?
No, it wasn't. It was a fucking bull. Oh, fucking hell. Right. Anyway, that breaks down my full day of eating. Just eating a fair amount of food. It's going down beautifully. 260. Let's see if we can get 261 and hold it. Got one high day this week, so hopefully that gives me a little bit of that bump. Get a nice cheap meal in. Club sandwiches, crisps. Beautiful. The sweet chili crisps as well. Beautiful. Gotta wait till Saturday.